Hello everybody, this is emmavoid, back with another episode of my Kentucky Route Zero Let's Play. Last we left off, Conway here got a new leg. And I mean, at least he's a lot more sprightly now. I mean, I had just been complaining about how slow he was with his leg all messed up, and now it's a skeleton leg. Glowy, weird skeleton leg. Perfectly normal, of course. So anywho, we're back at the Museum of Dwellings. Hey Shannon, what's up? How are the drugs treating you? I feel a little distracted. You're probably pretty tired, too. I usually feel more tired after a late night nap. Hey, you ever take anything for that? Caffeine pills, or... Never. Well, it's common in your line of work, right? The company store had some pills the miners used to stay awake. My folks had a peculiar relationship with medicine. We almost never had a regular doctor or health insurance or anything like that. Our immigration stuff was a mess for most of my childhood, so we only qualified for state programs in small patches before something or other would get contested, and we learned to just pile on dentist appointments and stuff in those short windows. If a cut got infected or her migraines were too much to handle, Mom would talk to so-and-so who knew so-and-so, usually another miner, and end up with some pills. Instead of medical advice, every pill came with gossipy anecdotal warnings and superstitions, like all this lore that came with it. Like magic, dangerous, mysterious. Weaver's folks couldn't help. Yeah, they had pretty good health care through the university for a while there. A couple times they'd swing something, so I got a bit of whatever Weaver needed. In high school, Weaver got these pills to help her focus. She was so smart, but always going off in different directions, mind racing, like 5 conversations going on in her head at once, and you're lucky if even one of them is with someone in the room. You know. So she had these pills, and they seemed to help. I was struggling in school too, failing my history class. She offered to share the pills. Did it help? At first, yeah. It helped a lot. I had a kind of presence and clarity of purpose that I've never really had otherwise. I didn't want to stop taking them. One day I was sitting on my bed, and my notebook was open next to me on top of a textbook, and I was holding a pen in my hand. I remembered this moment from several years before. It came up so suddenly, with such precision, I couldn't put it out of my mind. I felt I had to stay with it until I'd recalled the whole thing perfectly. It was just a tiny nothing moment. My mom patching up the side of a bird cage, winding some spare wire around the frame to reinforce it. And I was fixated on that image and that sound. The cage kind of bending and twanging as she worked on it, rapping and nodding, scraping copper against paint, scraping copper against paint like like bowing a rubber violin with a railroad tie. My parents came back from a triple shift and found me still sitting there on the edge of the bed, pen in my hand, delirious with thirst, patching that birdcage with a 1,000-yard stare. Wow. Yeah. Don't take medication that isn't prescribed to you, but also screw insurance companies for existing. Anywho. Guess the rain stopped. It'll be earthworms. It'll be earthworms all over this lot. Damn shame to be an earthworm in a rainstorm. I don't know that Blue cares. Where'd that kid run off to? Oh, there he is. Hey, hold up. Hold up. Where are you going? Where are you going? Well, fine. Be that way. Don't talk to me. Also, Conway, holy crap, your leg is doing well. Anyhow. Oh. Museum visitors. Oh, Emily. 9 a.m. 5 p.m. every day of the year except Labor Day. Last admission is at 4 p.m. daily. I think They were the ones who were at that museum, and also the art museum, art display thing, whatever. And also, from what I've heard, they're the ones who were playing the games, playing tabletop games at the beginning. And also maybe they're the band that's been playing every once in a while? Huh. Damn. Try the door. You're a little late for the museum. And then what? Ben, you're being very uptight right now. Huh. Yeah, right. It's unlocked. I'm not sure it's finished in there, though. What's finished? Would it be better if it were finished? Can we be sure of that? They're pretty friendly in there. Hush. I think I heard a voice. Maybe a security guard? Huh. So they seemingly can't see or hear Conway, except only barely kind of can? I didn't hear anything. We're just too late. Let's come back tomorrow. Alright, let's go in. If everything's shut down, it'll be pretty boring. Any of you folks know a diner or something around here? What? I said it'll be boring. No, we have flashlights. Look, if we visit by day, we see what they want us to see. If we visit by night, it's all up to us. Huh. So they're just... This is really weird. Emily, Ben, and Bob argue about whether to enter the museum. Alright, I guess that's probably it. Wait, one more try. No, yeah, that's it. So, is there anything else to see here, is the question. Hey, wait. When did... Hey! Conway, we were you. Where'd you start? But... Hey! Okay, that's weird. I guess this is their truck? Yeah, with their instruments in the back. So yeah, they are the band. Ooh, big pretty moon. It's good stuff. Alright, well, I guess now that we're, what's the kid's name? I can't remember. Oh. Oh, what? Wait, no! But I wanted to talk to people! Okay. Oh. Oh, it's the big bird. Hello, big bird brother. Alright. So let's try that again. Okay. Yeah. We run out here, and now we control the boy. Oh. Hey! Are those people like your new family? Ezra, that's his name. I think we're friends. I don't have any friends, because I'm so busy. Too bad it's not raining anymore. You like the rain? I'm an excellent swimmer. So, what's the boat for? I folded it out of some paper from the front desk. How far do you think it will go? We should stand here and watch it until it disappears over the horizon with a far-off look in our eyes. I'll lean my head on your shoulder, and right when it's a tiny speck, just before it vanishes, you'll say something romantic. Okay. Well, we'd better get started. I wonder if, knowing this game, yeah, they probably will actually have something happen if we just sit here and watch. So, time skip? Can you still see it? No. I guess it's too late then. Say something romantic. It could be something about the boat being gone. You'd better hurry up with a poem or something. A boat beneath a sunny sky, lingering onward dreamily in an evening of July. No, no, it's not even sunny. It's okay. I like you anyway. Aww. Aww. Okay, that was adorable. I'm glad we stuck around for that. So yeah, weirdly enough, we run around out here enough, then we start controlling Ezra instead. Oh, oh, no, 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 go back. Oh, no, here we are. Weird. Alright, well, real quick, anything over here? No, nothing at all. But I guess we're leaving. So, what's the plan here? What do you think? Well, we've got to get back on the Zero and bring these documents back to the clerk at the bureau. I'm just not sure how to get there. The entrance of the farmhouse was gone. Let's ask at the gas station if he knows another route. Sure, okay, worth a shot. Alright, it's time to go. Are Ezra and the bird coming with us? Oh. Oh no. The truck's engine sputters and dies as Conway guides it carefully off the road next to a fallen tree. Well, crud. Act 3, Scene 2. A tree. Makes sense. Right. Well then. Oh, Ezra did come with us. Well, that's kind of cool. Alright, truck. What are we gonna do about you? Nothing to be done? Can you take a look at it? I guess I could poke around in there, but I don't know a damn thing about engines. Wait, is this why you always leave your truck running? Just superstitious. Right. Any other quirks I should know about? Seatbelts. I guess there's always two sides. Anyway, do you know this area? Anyone around here that could give us a hand? I drove past here yesterday. Oh? What were you doing out here yesterday? What was I doing out here yesterday? That's what I asked you. Maybe it was a dream. I dreamed that... Hey, we should call someone. Do you know a good towing company? Lucky Boot Collision and Towing. Mercadet Wreck Recovery. Or can't read the name or the number, but it looks like a picture of a tow truck. Yeah, let's go with that one. Worth a shot. I'll give them a call. I hope I can get a signal out here. Shannon speaks into the large brick cell phone held up to her ear. Hi, hello. We've got an old, I want to say diesel, old truck just stalled out. Inaudible and irritable, sleepy, or confused. Let's say sleepy. Did I wake you? Your card says open 23 hours a day. Accusatory, inquisitive, or suspicious? Inquisitive. Yeah, that's why I'm calling exactly. That's all. Apologetic, forceful, or obtuse? Apologetic. No, it's okay. We just need to get to an auto shop and get this taken care of. Wistful, maudlin, or, concerned? Okay, let's go with concerned. Thanks for the offer, but we really just need a tow is all. Pragmatic, meticulous, or neighborly? Maybe neighborly. We already ate. As soon as you can get out here, we're off 65 somewhere, just kind of pulled up by this tree that fell over. Placating, specific, or tangential? Tangential. Okay. Well, I don't know any of those people, but that does sound like the right area. You've been over here before? Dismissive, indulgent, or assertive? Indulgent? Okay, my pleasure. How long do you think you'll be? Silence, radio music, or distant traffic sounds? Radio music? Hello? Huh. I think they're on their way. Guess we have some time to kill. We could look over the road map again. I've stared at that thing too long already. Where'd you get that old map anyway? It's always just been in the truck. Huh. Someone must have grabbed it at a gas station somewhere along the line. Or maybe they threw it in the glove box at the dealership. When my parents bought their first car here, it came with a map. I used to sit in the back and pore over it. Aunt Remedios saw me looking at it, I guess, and a few days later gave me a map she'd brought from Colombia. It looked almost hand-painted. Deep, vibrant colors and rough border lines like anxious brush strokes. Really pretty. I'd slowly trace the coastline with my finger, like I was walking on the beach, and say, here we'll swim, here we'll start a fire, here we'll find a cave in the cliff face and go live among the bats for a while. Shannon. I think I'll take a look at the radio of yours. Maybe I can get it going again. No point just standing around. Hey, Ezra. Are you bored? Not yet. Okay. To me, you look a little bored. Let's play a game. What would you like to play? We can tell the future with this little tree branch. It's pretty easy. You just break off all the little sticks on each section and count through the different things that could happen. Okay, what should we ask? It should be about you. I can't do both the counting out and the questions. How will I travel in the future? Ezra snaps the smaller branches away one at a time, counting out possibilities. Motorbike, motorboat, horseback, hearse, old truck, new truck. New truck. These other branches are too bare. Don't worry about it too much. It's just a bunch of sticks. Well, okay. Ooh, blue. Doggo. Doggo. Oh, Ezra talking to the doggo. I wish Julian wasn't so busy right now. He's got a lot of houses to carry still. I wish I could help more. Aw, poor kid. Alright, Shannon. How's the radio? Oh, come on. maybe? Oh no! Oh. I didn't get to talk to Shannon more. Is this the right way? I don't recognize these trees. Of course it is. Yeah, I'm sure you're right. Just, the trees are so quiet, right? Usually you'd hear birds, wind, a squirrel or something. Turn your ears down and focus on the radio, Cricket. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'm a little bored. I'll work some chord progressions in my head for a while or something. Road behind, road ahead. How far out are we? Are we there yet? Oh, stop. Harry's not going to be happy. You know he doesn't like me anyway. I'll tell him about the frog. He won't understand. More than all silver and gold of this earth. What's that? I don't know. I think I heard it on the radio. Nervous about the set? Yeah, I guess. No, we're good. We know how to play. Just... then what? Back on the road. That's what I mean. Back on the road, then what? What? Sidecar. I think they had a dog. What is it with you and animals lately? I don't know. They have a warmth. I still have all this useless bread from the bakery gig. It's stale, but a dog won't care. Fine, just for a minute to share some bread. You're the best. And hey, maybe if they're not busy, they can fill some seats at the gig. You know, if no one's there, Harry will try and bilk us on our fee. Maniacs. Are you okay? Sure, you? Oh, no, I'm fine. Thanks. They were in a hurry. Where do you think they were headed? What do I think about where they were headed? Sometimes you're pretty abstract. Oh, and now they're back. To give bread to the doggo. Give bread to the doggo. Hi. Stay here. Careful, he's wicked with strangers. You... You hear to clear the tree? Hear that, Cricket? We'd better get the chainsaw out. Who'll pay to gas it up? That's a good question. These folks seem to have a certain handle on the situation. So... Won't the state cover that? Sure, something like that. Listen, we've got 2 questions for you folks. What kind of people do you take us for? I mean, how do we strike you? Ezra. Probably from space. I always said you fell from heaven, man. Otherworldly. It's unmistakable. Now, here's another question for you. Do you like music? Do you like music? Lizette used to sing in taverns on the weekend. Beautiful stuff. Of course you do. Say, they should come to our gig. What an idea. Well, we're just trying to get back on the 0. The 0? Is that a fact? The 0? Hush, Cricket. You folks are in luck. I happen to know just where you're going, and I'm happy to lead you there. We've been down there many a time riding this baby. The weird vector, the sloth on wheels, or the vicious cycle. I like vicious cycle. That's pretty good. That's what we call our bike. We call it the vicious cycle. Pretty tough, huh? Only, it's just... See, we have a regular booking tonight, and, well, we're running late. Very late. That's what I told them. Now, the old man who runs this venue, Harry Esperanza, is a notorious withholder, and if we don't get a few bodies in the crowd, well, he'll go all penny pinching on us. Just a short set. We only have one song prepared. You'll come to the gig, won't you? Shannon, be nice. Of course we will. Of course they will. Can you believe we almost didn't stop? Hungry, old lady? I think I've got a crust in the sidecar here. Well, that dog of yours is such a pitiful sight. Well, it's all said and done. We stopped. That's all that matters. Our gig's at an old tavern called the Lower Depths. It's over there by Old Charlie Moran Highway, just east off 65. The Lower Depths, hey. We've seen that place. Now I'm a little worried about... No, we saw a play about that place. Weird. Huh. We usually take a ride off the interstate around the petting zoo. Johnny likes the petting zoo. I do like the petting zoo. Now, let's see about that truck of yours. I feel certain we can get it running. Well, alright. Whatever works. Okay, so where's the place we're looking for? Over by Charlie Moran Highway, east off 65. Take it right off 65 around the petting zoo. Okay, petting zoo. Got it. Also, we have a radio now. Ooh. That's kind of cool. As is that. This is exactly what this game needed. Alright, 89.1. Let's stick with that for now. Petting zoo. What we got? Oh yeah, real quick. Can we stop at EQUUS? We can! Huh. Scene 3, Act 3, but this isn't actually where we were headed. That's weird. And jeez, we've got a whole party with us now. The truck sounds like it's running kind of rough there. Better keep an eye on it. Jeez, now we've got lots of stuff to pick from. We had a little engine trouble, but it's sorted out now. I'm glad to hear it. Electrical problem? Not really sure, actually. Our new friends here helped us get it running again. Ezra, do you have any games on your computer? Hey, you know what? I might. My niece works nights at the hospital and she swung by for a lunch break an hour or two ago. She's kind of she doesn't talk a lot, but I like her company. I heard her typing away in there. You might take a look. We've been to the Zero. I figured. Well, listen, I wish you luck, but I don't really want to talk anymore about that. Bad memories. Glad to hear you're on your way, though. Better get going. But first, video games. Video games. Video games. I love video games inside video games. Conway taps the key, waking the computer from its reverie. Messages, games, exit. Directory listing for games. Psychotherapist. Sports medicine professional 1973. Let's go with psychotherapist. Loading psychotherapist. Ready, run. I am the psychotherapist. Please describe your problems. I'm lost. Do you enjoy being lost? I used to enjoy it, yeah. That's quite interesting. I'd like to try an exercise now. Please, close your eyes and ask another person to read the following text aloud. It's summer. You're sitting in a very long hall on a backless stool. The seat is upholstered in fake leather, slick with condensation. You shift your weight uncomfortably. At the other end of the very long hall, a ceiling fan beats out the rhythm of seconds. The air in the long hall is still. You need a shave. You feel 3 rough whiskers curled over your upper lip. You shift your height on the slick leather seat and exhale gently to displace the 3 rough whiskers curled over your upper lip. The very long hall is silent, except for the ceiling fan beating out the rhythm of seconds, and the noise of your breath as you exhale gently to displace the 3 rough whiskers curled over your upper lip. Your tongue is burned. Perhaps you drank some coffee too quickly within the last several days. Your mouth is dry, and the lights are slowly dimming. Oh, it says I'm not supposed to read this part aloud. Okay, it's over. That's weird. Directory listing for games. Okay, I guess that was a game, sort of. Sports Medicine Professional 1973. These are the worst games. February 1973. Status Senior, GPA 3.8, Affect Bored. Study, hit the bar, explore the forest. Study, I guess. The anterior cruciate ligament is one of the 2 major ligaments in the knee and is a particularly common but devastating site of injury. March 1973. GPA 3.85 now. Affect still bored. Yeah, well, let's maybe explore the forest then so we're not so bored. I think that'd be better than the bar. Seasonably cold, and the mouth of the cave is surrounded by small broken sticks from a recent storm. If they weren't so damp or spread so thin and unevenly, they'd be a fire hazard. Maybe if they were all piled up in the cave to dry for a few weeks, they'd spark and smoke the bats out. Huh. Whoa. Status hiker. GPA 3.85 affect bored. Alright, well, we haven't tried it yet, so I guess we might as well. What's with the bar? Some students are fighting over a pinball game called The History of Aviation. All well drinks half price. Striking 3 bumpers decorated with jet engine icons initiates mid-air collision multi-ball. One student unlocks both Daedalus and EQUUS, then spills a cocktail into the coin slot. May 1973. Status hiker, GPA 3.85, affect pensive. It's time to make a decision. Graduate, hitchhike cross country, live in a tree. Let's live in a tree. It's cold, damp, always damp. Nothing tastes or smells right. Impossible to relax. Always on guard against the neighbors and the elements. Bewildering. Score, hiker. Okay. That was really weird. Also, why can we play sports medicine professional again, but not psychotherapist? I don't know.
You have to wait a week.
You gotta wait a week. Zix says we gotta wait a week. They might be right. Any new messages? Help desk, Rust archives, and accounts at Consolidated Mail. I think we read both of those before. So, let's get out of here, I guess. Ooh, wait, actually. Before we get out of here, can we go down in the basement again? Come on. Nope, stop that. Okay, that looks like a no. No basement. Weird horse-shaped place. Oh yeah, thing I didn't notice until someone pointed it out. Apparently, like, the basement is shaped like the rest of the horse, which is super weird. Alright, we have places to go. Alright, so we're still looking for the petting zoo. Oh right, also, our radio's not on anymore. Cool. Oh, I see. That's what the... I was like, who is that? What is with that other gear? But that's totally the two in the motorcycle. Petting zoo is closed. Ah, and here's the tavern. Act 3, Scene 4. The lower depths. Super weird that we saw this place first as a play, and now we go to the real place. Hey, Blue. Feels a little like home, huh? It's not all bad memories. Gentler times in a twisted kind of way. Be a little more hopeful than usual. Corridor. Kinda late. Are you sure they're open? Sure they're open. This is one of those places. Let's head on in. We are not saints, but we've kept our appointment. How many people can boast as much? That's lovely, ma'am. Who said it? A poet. Oh wait. Junebug was even the one who was mentioned in the play, wasn't she? Ma'am, I hate to say it, but the cupboard is bare. Have some vision, Cricket. We got 1, 2, 4 patrons. Harry doesn't count. Well, we've done more with less. What kind of music do you play? It's like Cyrano of Cole meets the Towner, but with a woman lead, and the keyboards are kind of ambient whisper wave. A little bit more reverb. There's some Dolly Crown in there too, like the early stuff before she joined the Sheet Swingers. Better drum programming though. Whisperwave got it, or I don't know who those people are. No, Whisperwave, cool. It sounds awesome. I think he gets it, man. Oh, he gets it. Jeez, it's super weird to be here after seeing it as a play. I wonder if those are the brick sandwiches on the tables. Ezra, what are you doing? Flips eagerly through the jukebox's catalog of songs. What do you think? I don't know how to play this game. Ezra. All I'm pouring tonight is Hard Times whiskey. Got any coffee going? No coffee. Hard Times whiskey. Say, shut the GD door, would you? Can't afford to run the AC all night. Sorry. Oh, sorry, Harry. Oh, it's you two. Where have you been? Never mind. Listen, I can't keep this place open through the small hours of the night just waiting for musicians. Gets lonely, doesn't it? Yeah, kinda. Been like this all night. Everybody had to, clear out. Dang, is this, like, from the night the play takes place? I guess it must be. Weird. Let's get set up, huh? There's nobody here to listen to it. I can't pay for it. We brought some people, Harry. A crowd is forming. Uh-huh. Yeah, but also Couldn't you use a break, Harry? I've been on my feet all day. But Music! Music! Heck yeah! I think by crowd they just meant us. Hey, the sandwich! A rough brick between two pieces of stale bread sits in the center of the table, surrounded by a ring of undisturbed dust. Because you gotta serve food, apparently. Alright. How's it looking out there? How y'all feeling tonight? Will you get a bit more reverb in the monitors? Harry adjusts the soundboard behind the bar. How's that? Test, 1, 1, 1, 3, 50, lamentation. Sounds good. How's everybody doing? Anybody had a real bad night? How about you, old man? Yeah, real bad. We'll try not to make it too much worse. This is a song I heard in a tavern many years ago at an open mic night. Me and Johnny were out just riding around, you know. You like to drive around, old man. That's where I feel like home. Of course you do. So we were out riding around and we passed this gaudy old tavern. I mean, it was a real dive. Busted up facade. Weeds in the parking lot. Taps all dry. Bats in the bar room. And run by this creaky bag of bones. Looked like the only thing keeping him awake was the fear of death. So glad to be back here at the lower depths. Hey now. So we stopped for an early drink, and there was a lady singing right here on stage. And the song she sang, well, it stuck with us, and now it's a regular part of our repertoire. Never got that lady's name, but she seemed like a sweet gal, and she had a voice like Scotch whiskey, and we just hope we do her song justice. So here it is, Too Late to Love You. Ooh. Guitar! I love it. Oh, and I love Junebug's dress. I wish we'd met before. Ooh. They really rocked the roof off this joint. Oh. This is really good. I like this a lot. It's almost like that one part in Final Fantasy VI where you get to pick the lyrics and then they sing the song. Well, hope you liked it. Kind of sad, isn't it? Kind of. Listen, we appreciate you folks sticking around for the show. There's nothing more wretched than playing sad songs to an empty room. We've just got to get our fee from Harry, and then we'll get you headed to the Zero. How's that gonna work out? I don't think Harry's got any money. Well, Harry, I think that went pretty well. I'd say the crowd was into it. Reverential. Rapt. I guess the usual fee is about right, and we'll let you get back to your business. Well, that's just the... Damn it, I was trying to tell you to. I can't pay. They cleaned me out. I've got nothing left but a GD IOU from the distillery. An IOU? Yeah, I traded them for some whiskey, and I guess I had some surplus credit, so I got this note to get some more from them later on. Must have been a hell of a trade. I had to. Gotta keep this place open somehow, damn it. Watch your language, Harry. Could you pay them with your IOU? Well, Very contemporary, very astute. How about it, Harry? Let's push some paper around. Well, it's just... I can collect on it here when they bring more whiskey up, but for you to cash in, you'd have to go down to... you know... down to the distillery. Down to Hard Times, and, you know, it's... you've got to take the Zero. So that's what we'll do. How do we get there? You said you knew how to get there, Junebug, you little shit. Oh, I love her. No, I don't believe that's exactly what I said. It is exactly what you said. Are you folks sure you want to head down there? I've never been myself, but I hear... people hear things. Rumors. Do you know another way to Dogwood Drive? Dogwood? Got a letter, did you? I've got a stack of them. Well, okay. Sounds like the Zero's your only course now. Harry, you're alright. If only. You got a radio in your car? Yep. Well, here's what you gotta do. Take a left out of the parking lot, and just fiddle around on your dial until you hear something familiar, but... I mean, familiar but strange. You know the feeling? Like, I used to go hunt with my uncle out in the mountains, and now I watch these nature programs. They're filmed in the mountains, and there's the deer, and I know all the plants and every kind of tree, but something just doesn't look right. And it's even stranger for being so close to familiar. Something like that. You'll know it when you hear it. Fix that strange but familiar station on your dial, drive for a bit, and then turn around when the station cuts out. I mean, right then. Hope you folks find what you're looking for, eventually. Always a pleasure, Harry. Is it? Well, that was certainly interesting. Heck of a way to get paid for a show like that, Joe, though, jeez. Right. So. Over by Charlie Moran Highway, just east off 60. Alright, return to the Zero. Tune the radio looking for a station that's familiar but strange. Drive for a while until the station cuts out, then turn around. I think he said we needed to take a left out. So we'll... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Radio. Strange but familiar is more likely to happen on AM, I think, so... Nah. Huh. No. This station doesn't quite match that bartender's description. Definitely weird, though. Let's keep scanning. He said we'd know it when we heard it. What's this station? I've never heard this before. Sounds like... horses? Horses running? A race? Lizette and Ira had some horses years back. Yeah, I've always been a little afraid of them. They're so big and... I don't know. You look in their eyes and they're almost human. Like they're human and animal at the same time, since they've been domesticated so long, I guess. Well, that fits familiar but strange for me. Harry said we just drive until it cuts out? Huh. Suddenly, horses. Right. Well. That's super weird. I love how weird this game is. Ooh, what can we get down here? Right. Well then. Oh. Hall of the Mountain King. Act 3, Scene 5. This game is so weird. Blue, Johnny, Bridge. Who are we gonna talk to first? Let's talk to Blue. Hey, doggo. Oh? Nothing? There we go. They don't keep the roads up too well, do they? Not down here. Well, never have. I know how you hate to hit a pothole, Blue. Aw, poor doggo. The bridge ends abruptly, crumbling in disrepair. Time to cut him loose, ma'am? Well, now I'm having fun. Okay, slow night anyway. Boardwalk. Huh. So this rope. A loop of decayed rope coiled on the banister. Some rotted sections have been smoothed over with a fine dust. Computers? Wait a second. Broken computer monitors are heaped precariously among the rocks. A pet carrier for a cat or small dog has been left by the path. A calcified rag wadded in the corner may once have been a blanket. A hiking backpack leans against a rock, empty except for a dusty bag of cat food and a few punch cards. Hey, wait a second, punch cards. A pile of discarded electronics burns steadily in the center of the chamber. There's Amy. Amy, do we know an Amy? Oh, it's triangles within triangles down here. Shifting, intersecting, overlaying. Isn't it romantic? Let's see. You're here to steal back the love of a boy you once knew, when you were too young to recognize the movements of the heart. And you're escorting her, pretending to have her interests at heart, while really, you're in love with the young woman as well, and so you've agreed to help him conspire to win her affections, but it's just a ploy to set him up for embarrassment and diminish him out of the picture. I'm into it. Jute bug. Well, maybe I still have the knack. I used to be really good at this. I had 11 novels published, from The Billionaire's Bidding to Fields of Longing. Real hot, bodice-ripping stuff. Oh god. You know? I miss those days in my Lexington studio apartment. Just me and my thesaurus, steaming up the windows. To Ezra, I'm not sure you should be listening to this, kid. I'm not listening. But of course it couldn't last. You know, suddenly it was all computers everywhere you went. I thought I might be able to do something with that. Inject a little libido into those ugly beige boxes. So I went back to the university and I studied human-computer interaction, and then I picked up Donald's research assistantship here as a tester, debugging. In my off hours, I played around with the doomed love story at the core of our little simulation. That seemed to amuse Donald, so I kept at it. I'm afraid I tinkered too much, made it too complex. Now our work is never done. We don't even have to add any new functionality. The bugs just grow on their own. Too complex. I miss those days in my Lexington studio apartment. Huh. Weird. A woman in a tattered cardigan looks furtively at the other people around the fire. Oh, there's other people. Fire is still the same. Okay. Who's the old man? Donald puffs on a smoldering pipe while half mumbling, half singing an old country tune. Where the old green river runs, through hills and caves not known to us, down to that sunless sea. Oh, who are you? What's that song? Oh, you've caught a verse of my absent-minded warbling. It's just a song from my youth. Something a dear friend used to sing to herself as we hacked on crystal radios in the boiler room. In old Kentucky, where my love, a lovely home did build for me, and where that old green river runs, through hills and caves not known to us, down to that sunless sea. From there on, it's all meandering rivers and romantic greenery, and that is... What were we talking about? What's that computer over there? Looks pretty strange. It looks like a harmless old computer, doesn't it? Like some beat-up mainframe exhumed from a university basement and left in this cave to rot. Or to flower. No, it's no ordinary computer. I've modified it extensively. And in some pretty experimental ways, believe you me. And that's to say nothing of the software, but... You look like a technically minded sort of person. Tell me, do you know the effects of mold growth on diffused base transistor circuitry? Sounds like it would well, no. The mold would burn up. Exactly. It burns, and oh, the sweet smoke that issues from it. But also leaves a sticky residue to seep through the machine, forming new connections and creating new circuits. The computer is no longer the pure domain of language or mathematics, but entropy. Thwarted and feeble, we hammer on this derelict keyboard. My name is Reason, King of Kings. But we are mere tourists in the ruins. Our keystrokes echo off into the tunnels. Boundless and bare, the caves stretch far away. We are too late. Always too late. What? Did you say something? You were about to tell us about the software. Oh, the software. My life's work. Xanadu. You've heard of it. Perhaps you've read about it in a journal. It's been years since I published anything. Xanadu has evolved significantly since I explained its data structures in my article, Literary Multitudes, Hypertextual Narrative as Post-Structural Witness. Evolved, and then deteriorated. Donald sighs dramatically, takes a puff from his pipe. I'm afraid you are too late, fellow hypertext enthusiast. As the mold accumulated on the circuitry, Xanadu blossomed for a moment into something holy and enchanted. Then all the charm is broken. Do you have any idea what it's like to spend your life building something, and then sit powerlessly as your work declines into ruin? Conway could say, I drive deliveries for a small antique shop and we're closing down. Shannon could say, I fix TVs and I'm about to lose the lease on my workshop. Ezra says, my family disappeared. Julian and me just don't know what to do. Junebug says, not really. The chapter started, this act, that's what we're going with, started with Conway and dreaming about the antique shop, so let's go with that. Shuffling around the dusty ghosts of antiquity. Well, I've my own ghosts, and I keep them in there, in Xanadu. It's running on that glorious, dusty machine. Take a look if you'd like. Too late to do anything but smoke and reminisce anyway. Far too late to do anything. Well, let's finish chatting with people first, and then we'll check out Xanadu. Do you know that when I first... No, I mean, if this cave were larger, could it... Now I'm getting ahead of myself. I've got it. How would you characterize this space? The one we're standing in now? Ezra. Kinda spooky, but I'm not scared. Spooky for a baby. I think we'd all agree that's a fair assessment. How could... Wait, let's unpack that for a moment. What makes it spooky? No, how do you know it's spooky, or would be spooky for a baby? The shadows. Sure, that's... But they're not just shadows, right? I mean, they could be... They're projections, or maybe they're anatomies. How's that? Can you tell where we are now, surrounded by creeping anatomies? Close your eyes. Will you close your eyes? Ezra could say okay, Shannon could say not happening, and Junebug says only if you close yours. Let's go with that. Okay, I can do it from memory. Good, now. We're standing at the top of a rocky peak. A tongue of flame licks the shadowy anatomies of... Where are we? Oh, here again. How disappointing. Huh. What are all these computers for? Computers? Oh, now I remember. I was writing on them. I described a cave. That was my job, describe the cave. There's a great history of caves in the literature, don't you know? The walls are frozen rivers of orange stone. Isn't that vivid? I had a lot to live up to. I was a grad student studying statistics when I started working with Donald on his project. He said we needed someone with a more analytical mind to do the descriptive writing. Someone who would appreciate the cave descriptions as real labor, instead of taking their authorial voice for granted. Donald warned me it would be long hours of typing painstakingly detailed descriptions into the computer, and I've put in the hours. Believe me, I've put in the hours. I've described every facet of this cave in such detail that sometimes I don't know if I'm reading or looking, writing or exploring. Often, in the dark and lonely moments, I worry that in my sleep I've transcribed rooms from my dreams into the system. How would we know? They could only be entered with precise, faithful detail. That's all I know how to write, and all I dream about is caves. I only dream of caves. Huh. That's weird. This whole thing is weird. A massive gate constructed out of scavenged materials blocks passage down the far side of the spire. The kingdom is in peril. Well, what else is new? Do you work here? Work? You could call it that. I gather old circuit boards and throw them in the fire. Sometimes I fish out precious metals and let them cool into toxic gems. I put them in my hair. Enchanted jewelry, talismans, a magic mirror that prevents the future, my magic shield that protects the bearer from age, a magic chest that's always filled with... I never went to the university. I was an independent scholar. It means I took to the public libraries like a beachcomber. I studied fairy tales. Okay, so... Hold up. It sounds like Xanadu is basically running a text-based adventure game. Because we've got, you know, the scholar on fairy tale, independent scholar on fairy tales, the guy who does the technical writing of descriptions. Shoot, I can't remember what the first person did. Anywho. Yeah, it's a big, some massive thing that maybe seemingly actually created this space it's in. Huh. And then I came to work for Donald. I paid the bills, rubbed leathering elbows with academics, scraped black mold from cave walls. Finally, now I carry the fireword into senescence. The kingdom is in peril. Huh. Alright, Xanadu. Baffling control panels are sheltered from the elements with a worn tarp. A closet-sized wall of knobs and wires looms behind the machine, humming faintly. An electric typewriter is the only easily recognizable component. How do you think we get it started? This old thing. Well, maybe there's a hand crank around. Oh, it has a run key. Simple enough. Act 3, Scene 6. Xanadu. Xanadu, you are stalled at the inn of Mal something something. Around you is a fortress? This thing is in rough shape. Ezra. Try blowing on it. Conway blows some dust out of the keyboard and presses the attune key. You're at the village before small. Around you are... Okay, that's worse. Try typing help. That's... I recognize. Incorrectly. You are in this quest something with something remove the computer something on blocks. Sorry, that's me. That's me. Linda says something. Time for some percussive maintenance. Conway thumps the side of the machine with his palm. Oh, I have my portable degaussing with me. Old systems like this one can build up a remnant magnetic field that sort of warps everything along whatever pattern it's set against it, you know? The degausser clears that up by suddenly shaking the magnetic field around until it's uniform again. That's how I like to think of it anyway. Like shaking a snake leg. Worth a shot. All of the molecule. Well, okay. Snap tense, going to see something. Is this where we're going to set up your something? Furniture and the file press in keep quick. This is a lost cause. What a piece of junk. Uh-oh. You insulted it. No, okay. They just turned it off. Act 3, Scene 7. I was kind of hoping it would work. Bizarre. And what was that about Lula? Maybe Donald knows how to clear it up a bit. So, you've seen it for yourself. What's left of it? Pretty busted. The chalky bones of a beautiful dream. But you can see what it once was, can't you? Can't you? There was so much more to it. Ornate labyrinths of memory, exhaustively simulated parallel cave ecosystems, real artificial intelligence built on sophisticated neural network algorithms. The birds in the forest could flock in 3 dimensions. The bats could learn to sing. And then it began to crumble when the strangers came. At first we only heard them, walking heavily through the caves, dragging things around, hammering and clattering their tools. Sometimes we heard working songs, never close enough to make out real voices, just their echoes cascading wordlessly in the tunnels. Then we caught a glimpse of one. What were they working on? I shouldn't be telling you about this. They're dangerous. They're strange. I should never have tried to outwit them. They were always too much for me. But it's too late now. If I'd listened to Lula, Lula? Lula Chamberlain? Yes, of course. Oh, do you know her? We're looking for her now. No, she's gone now. She left. We built this together, did you know? Lula, Joseph, and I. Lula's gone from here, but... Donald points across the cave with his pipe. Still in there, in Xanadu. I don't know where Lula is now, or how to get there from here, or how to unwind that damn tangled highway, but Xanadu, before its ruin, was faultless as an oracle, a shrine to perfect simulation. Until... But maybe... Those weird interlopers destroyed my Xanadu. Perhaps they know how to fix it. It may be dangerous. I've sent many eager seconds to negotiate with them to repair my masterpiece. Back there, that tunnel. Push back the vines. Crawl out into the darkness. Watch your step. After a while, you'll feel the terrain change beneath your hands and knees, from rock to crystal and then to mud. Then you'll be out. That's where the strangers come from. Now, leave me alone. I still have a bit of mold in my pipe and a few dreams left. Huh. I mean, it would be really cool to fix that thing. Act 3, Scene 8. Where the strangers come from. Oh, that's a graveyard. Huh. Okay. Weird. Well, this can't be right. It looks like an old church. It's muddy. Yeah, that's what he said. Crystals and then mud. Okay. I want to stay outside. Okay. I'll stay with him. We can look for lizards. Ezra. Okay, we'll make it quick. Lots of places to look, but also we can chat with Junebug more. Find any lizards? I wasn't really looking. Nice cover story, kid. Why do you... No, let's go with... Is that guy your boyfriend? No, what's a boyfriend anyway? It's a word people use because everyone else does. Doesn't mean anything to me. He's my cricket. See, it means something. It's specific. I want to be specific. I think you are. It's the middle of the night, here you are in a graveyard. Any other kid your age would be in bed. You just gotta make choices and own them. You think I was born this foxy? I came off the assembly line about a half foot shorter and all gray, no eyes. They're going to have us clearing out the old mine. Doesn't matter what you look like under all that rock and water. A bunch of gray shadows shoveling and hammering invisibly at the walls, draining the tunnels. Hey, Junebug's a robot? I think Junebug might be a robot. That's really cool. Johnny found some gear, an old tape player. We hid away in an underwater cave and listened to it over and over, and we knew we weren't minors. We slipped out onto the road, just these two featureless shadows, and ever since that night we've been detailing, coloring in, specifying. I feel more like myself every day. I feel more like myself when it's just me and Julian. Well, there, now you're getting specific. There you are. What'd you find in there? It wasn't... Hey, what's going on? You look flushed, old man. It doesn't matter. Right. Okay, we got what we need. Let's go. Now I can't help but wonder what was going on inside of there. Trace an orbit round the road, and close your eyes with holy dread, for we on mold and whiskey fed, and drank from rivers down below. We found your strangers. We know how to fix your damn machine, but I'm not sure it was worth it. Oh, soon the visions will return. What have you found? Either you need to type in a specific phrase, need to unplug it for a while, or need to scrape the mold off the timing crystal. I'd say unplugging it for a while sounds right. Unplug it, of course. Restore the software to its initial state. Let it course again through the moldy circuits, fresh and rejuvenated, ready to thrive. Well then, unplug it. By all means, do not hesitate. Unplug the machine. Alrighty then. Here we are. Okay, so I'll just unplug it and wait a minute, I guess. Weird. Just following instructions. Here we go. So I'm gonna do an end of road. We're standing at the end of a road before a small brick building. Around it is a forest. Oh, check out the building. Enter building. You're inside a building, a storage shed for the National Park Service. There's a sensible, modern electric lantern nearby. Well, get the lantern. Ezra, hush. We're playing a game. Get lantern. Taken. Exit building. Enter forest. That's not something you can enter. Just type a direction. North. You're in an open forest with a deep valley to one side. Can we climb a tree? Climb tree. I don't think much is to be achieved by that. Sorry. Can we dig a hole? Dig hole. Can't see any such thing. Pretty limited vocabulary. South. You are in forest. Hey, it's a maze. East. East. In a forest. Oh. Lula's here, soldering replacement components of a small handmade radio. Oh, we should talk to her. Ask Lula how she's doing. Hi, Donald. I'm getting the strangest interference out here. I've been tuning the radio's circuits gradually as we go, swapping capacitor values and tweaking resistor networks. It was working for a while, but everything I can pick up sounds so distant and muffled. Lula hands you the radio. Well, maybe you'll have better luck. You're good at this stuff. Just don't forget to give it back. Maybe south? You're in forest. Joseph is here, tapping with a small stylus on a modified pocket braille slate. Oh, neat. A small gray kitten, no more than a few weeks old, dozes comfortably on top of his backpack. Kitty! Maybe he has something to say. Listen. Donald, I was just transcribing your footsteps. Sounded like... Joseph runs his finger along the index card he's been tapping on from right to left. Long, weary song, drearily gone, dearly gone. You beat a melancholy shuffle through these woods, Donald. I've been noting down the sounds of the forest, with an ear for speech, and an inborn filter for poetry, I suppose. So maybe it's me being melancholy after all. I'm eager to see what the poetic subsystem makes of these punched cards. South? Oh, at edge of hole. Oh. Oh, this is new. You're at the edge of a massive hole. Your dirt gives way to rock as the ground sinks into darkness. The computer tied to your upper back slickens with sweat in the afternoon sun. The rope slung around your shoulder has slipped under the strap of your backpack, digging uncomfortably against your collarbone. The hole is the other's pirates. Ezra, oh my god. Shine the lamp into the hole? Light lamp. Your lamp is now on. Shine lamp in hole. The lamplight only reaches a few yards down the hole, where the rock is coated in a slimy black mold. You can tell that the walls are too slick to climb safely without assistance. Lean in a bit and check it out? Or, no, yeah. Try using the rope to climb down safely. Tie rope to tree. Rope is tied snugly to a tree trunk. Down. Your feet slip a few times on the slimy rock, but you remain stable. Lula and Joseph descend carefully after you. In bed quilts. You're in bedquilt, a long east-west passage with holes everywhere. Joseph and Lula remove the computer equipment they're carrying on their backs and begin setting up. That's the last trip, so everything's down here now. Say something to her. Say something back. You make an awkward joke. Don't be so morbid. Lula looks pensive. What's the gear they're carrying? Ask Lula about gear. Sure, Donald. We may as well take inventory. I've got the tape machine and the synthesizer parts we borrowed from the School of Music. It's all tuned up to my voice, so we won't have to type so much. Joseph has a slate, and the punch cards he's transcribed from the poems we read him. He's got the typewriter and the paper tape reader. And you've got the CRT display. How's your back holding up? Well, ask her about the cave. Ask about cave. Having second thoughts? I don't blame you. It's unsettling down here. Weird acoustics. Earlier, as we were climbing down, I thought I heard voices for a moment. Or, not voices themselves, but the echoes of voices. Singing. Some kind of eerie, tuneless working song. I'm glad I'm not down here alone. Joseph looks uncomfortable. Jealous. Hey, Donald, can you help me, wire up these generators? I'll assemble the synthesizer, but I could use some help with the serial interface if you have time. You hear an unfamiliar echo from a tunnel to the east. I'll, wire up the generators. Help Joseph. I appreciate it, Donald. I'm not much of an electrician, you know. You know that. Joseph hands you a bundle of wires. His kitten curls up on a spool of cabling. Kitty! Listen, the three of us had a good thing for a minute, wouldn't you say? Up at the old place, before it got ugly. I'm saying, we came down here to work. To really do it. Xanadu. And I mean, we've got to be rational about this. All three of us have got to put our feelings aside for a bit and be rational. Do you know what I'm saying? Is he talking about Lula? Kind of creepy. Tell Joseph to back off. Joseph wipes his brow with a dusty sleeve. Seems down here we're all strangers. Permanently strange. You're interrupted by the ominous echo of a grating, scraping sound from the east, louder than before. What in the hell was that? Let's check it out. In tunnels. So how do you like all this, kid? There's a lot of reading, but I'm really good at that anyway. The tunnel narrows, and soon you find yourself crawling on your hands and knees. Navigating the tunnel gradually becomes more awkward as smooth rock gives way to jagged crystalline surfaces. Well, that sounds familiar. Scratches and taps echo from the end of the tunnel. Some short and piercing, some slower and groaning as if dampened by water. The tunnel opens into a large room. Oh dear. Oh dear. They look familiar. You're in a large, irregular chamber. The walls, floor, and ceiling are covered in crystalline projections. Strangers are here, scraping black mold from the crystals. They look up when you enter. One of them seems about to speak. Finally! Let's listen to what he says. The stranger reaches for a box he's carrying and presses a plastic button. The box whirs to life, and a crackly voice blurts something unintelligible, then slows to a deep gurgle. He looks at his companions momentarily in confused disappointment, then he returns his awful gaze to you. Joseph flees through a tunnel to the north. Lula flees through a tunnel to the northeast. Follow Lula. Run north. Lula went northeast, though. That's weird. Lula's headlamp scans across the northern passage as you run. Soft shadows loom perplexingly from floor to ceiling. You feel around to distinguish shadows from crystals, but eventually find yourselves cornered. You've hit a dead end. Who are they? Comforter. Comfort Lula. You reassure Lula that the strangers are harmless. Are you sure? Maybe you're right. It sounds like they've gone back to work. Alright, let's try to pass them quickly now. Don't make eye contact. Then we'll find our way back to the equipment. You're in Bedquilt, a long east-west passage with holes everywhere. Lula is here, panting for breath. Did they follow us? Where's Joseph? Well, search for him. Search. I only understand you as far as wanting to search. Well, we have to be more specific. Back outside? Search outside. You grab hold of the rope and slowly climb up. Your days lecturing on esoteric computer science topics did not prepare you to scale cave walls with rope. Your evenings gathering with friends to roll dice and consult fancifully illustrated charts, however, prepared you for the likelihood that this climb could end badly. You carefully descend back into the cave. With the equipment? The various computer and audio equipment casts angular shadows into the tunnels as you scan slowly across the pile. Nothing. Joseph emerges suddenly from one of the tunnels. That damn sound, those damn voices. I don't even know what direction I was running. I wove through that network of tunnels. I ran my hand along the wall, always turning left, but every turn and every rock felt the same. For all I knew, I was running in circles. Finally, I ended up here, and I hid. I panicked. I heard you talking, but I didn't think I could trust my senses. But listen, there's one thing I have to tell you. While I was out there lost in the tunnels and caves, I came across the Zero, and I had no idea. It's like a real place. They pick up garbage, they deliver mail, they go to work in the church, but it has an awful kind of emptiness. Wandering through, I heard horrible echoes. Weird images got burned in my mind's eye. A television, a scarecrow, a crystal, a feather, a sandwich, a CRT monitor, a bottle, an anchor. Lula looks down at her feet. What's up with Lula? Ask Lula what is up. Nothing. Just... Joseph, you sound disturbed. Lula, you've heard the same damn stories I have. It doesn't matter now, damn it. I'm leaving. To hell with all of it. Whoa. Whoa, we should stop them. Stop Joseph. You shout something at Joseph about the project you're working on together. You'll die in these damn cold caves. And what about those men? You know they'll come back. Tell him we can hide from the strangers. I think we've heard this conversation. Suggest finding a hiding place. You shout something at Joseph about going deeper into the caves. Did you hear their voices? They're not... They'll find you. But not me. I'm going back to the surface. Stop. Your stupid fight is ringing through the whole damn cave. Joseph is right. We can't stay here. I'm leaving too, but I'm not going back to the surface. I'm taking my station wagon and I'm heading down to Zero. I think we need her to stay. Ask Lula to stay. You plead with Lula about your continued collaboration. I'll send you this tape when I'm done recording. I'll put it in the mail, and then you can see what your damn machine does with it. Lula and Joseph have left. Abandoned by your collaborators, your confidants, your companions, the only two among your colleagues with whom you've ever trusted the gift of your friendship. Pretty thick. Sounds like Beardo had his heart broken. You wander the tunnels alone, dragging along the components of your unrealized masterpiece, combing the underground passages for a new site in which to realize your vision. Sounds like a genius. How do you mean? Vain. Vanity. Ain't it the truth? My Aunt Remedios, before she got into the whole musicography thing, she was a painter. Mostly nudes and oil. She had this model. I'll never forget him. Big, classically physical guy. Looked like he was about to storm Troy. He made everyone call him the Colonel. Weaver and I saw this guy naked a lot. We couldn't help it. He was always posing somewhere in the house, chasing the light from room to room while Aunt Remedios made a sketch of his profile or worked on the right mix of pigments for his abdomen. The Colonel had this magnificent hair, long black hair that ran down just to the bottom of his shoulder blades. One evening he was standing next to an open window in the back of the house. The sun was setting, early spring. I think it was kind of windy. Aunt Remedios was trying to get his hair right. She kept arranging it, like half in front and half behind, running over his shoulder and laying across his chest in this very specific way. But it itched him or something, and he'd do this weird, indignant shuffle thing. Or the wind from the open window would push it around, or he'd start and turn his neck when Weaver and I ran by, and everything would be tangled again. The final product was a swirl of black lines, billowing around the top of his neck. Weird thing is that I don't even remember his face now, just that black swirl, probably the best one she ever painted. And it looks like we're full circle, back to, well, the place we're currently in. After what may have been years, you stumble out of a tunnel into a cavernous open space. Stalactites adorn the ceiling like grotesques. In the center of the room is an enormous rocky spire. This is where you will set up your equipment and establish your legacy. And hey, wait a second. That looks familiar. Now is the time to continue your work. Research assistance, 0. Realism index, 37%. Romance index, 2%. Gold coverage, 0%. You may hire a new research assistant, assign assistance to a task, or sleep until tomorrow. Alright, so it looks like the game itself has started properly, but I think maybe that might be enough for today's episode. So, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Be sure to come back next time and we will continue playing Xanadu, or wait, no, Kentucky Route Zero, but Xanadu in... Okay, and we'll see where it all leads. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, all that jazz. Check down in the doobly-doo for links to places to throw money my way. Or you can always just, use some of those other links to hang out with me on my Discord server or on Twitter or wherever. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Oh, and don't forget to leave comments. Bye!